laughing to the callers say, ha ha, this away, ha ha, this away, ha ha, that away, ha ha, this away, then oh then, clap your hands together, step and sway, ha ha, this away. Mama baked a bone and she set it by the fire. Cat got curious and the cat climbed higher. Dog wagged his tail when the fiddles play, ha ha, this away. Round the ring of gold, don't you step on toes. Bow to your partner and mind your clothes. Swing that corner, circle and stay, ha ha, this away. Sun dips low and the moon turns bright. Walk your sweetheart home tonight. Sing that chorus soft as you stray. Ha ha, this away, ha ha, this away. Ha ha, that away. Ha ha, this away. Then oh then, clap your hands together, step and sway. Ha ha, this away.
Sea. Lived a maid who cherished one, my Jimmy Rose, said she. Right were the days and light, the ways that led us down the lane. My Jimmy Rose of Tennessee. Jimmy Rose of Tennessee, true as the river to the sea. If ever fate should part from me, I'll seek my Rose of Tennessee. Jimmy kissed my trembling hands and vowed he'd not delay. Keep for me the laurel tree and sing our tune, said he. You're Jimmy Rose of Tennessee. Years have flown, but hope holds on where mountain breezes blow. Sometimes by the laurel spring I hear his fiddle low. Darling, I am near, it seems as near can be. You're Jimmy Rose of Tennessee. Jimmy Rose of Tennessee, true as the river to the sea. Till stars go out and winds are free, I'll sing my Rose of Tennessee. Then pull off your overcoat and roll up your sleeve, for Jordan is a hard road to travel, I believe. I believe it is. I believe it is. I believe it is. I believe it is. Jordan is a hard road to travel, I believe. I've traveled this country both early and late. I've worked on the level and I've worked on the grade. I've found some roads easy and some that deceive, but Jordan is a hard road to travel, I believe. I started out cheerful with a song on my tongue. The hills, they grew steeper and the miles, they grew long. The wheels kept creaking like they'd never reprieve, for Jordan is a hard road to travel, I believe. souls that cleave. Though Jordan is a hard road to travel, I believe. Then pull off your overcoat and roll up your sleeve. Then pull off your overcoat and roll up your sleeve. Then pull off your overcoat and roll up your sleeve. Lazy Mary, will you get up? Will you get up today? Lazy Mary, will you get up? We need the sheets for the table. No, no, mother, I won't get up. I won't get up today. I'd rather sleep the morning away. Lazy Mary, comb your hair, put on your Sunday gown. Lazy Mary, don't be slow, the fiddlers come to town. No, no, mother, I won't go. I'll stay in bed, says she. Come back and sing to me. Lazy Mary, up you get. Hark how the church bells ring. Very well, then help me up, and we will dance and sing. Down the lane with laughing feet, they skip so merrily to the fiddler's melody. Lazy Mary, will you get up? Will you get up today? Yes, dear mother, I'm up at last. Now fiddle us all a lay. I've no more time to tarry. I'll take my knapsack on my back, my rifle on my shoulder. I'll march away to the Rio Grande, there I'll be a soldier. Where coffee grows on white oak trees and rivers flow with brandy. The Rocky Mountains covered with snow and the girls are sweet as candy. If ever I return again, walking through the clover, I'll claim the hand I long to take and love you 10 times over. My pretty little pink, I once did think. My pretty little pink, I once did think.
Well, lit a cavern in a canyon, excavating for a mine. Well, the miner, 49er, and his daughter Clementine, like she wasn't like a fairy, and her, oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. You are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine, like she wasn't like a fairy, and her shoes were numbered 9. Herring boxes without tops, his sandals were for Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. Forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Drove she ducklings to the water every morning just at 9. Hit her foot against a splinter, fell into the foaming brine. Oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. You are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Ruby lips above the water, blowing bubbles soft and fine. But alas, I was no swimmer, so I lost my Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine.
Up in the morning, up for daylight, before I sleep, the moon shines bright. Saddle old Dan and let old Gray, we hit that trail today. A $10 horse and a $40 saddle, I'm bound to punch this cattle. From the Brazos up to Abilene, the hardest ride I've seen. We cross that river at the break of day, the boss he hollers, head 'em this way. Swing your loop and let it lay, keep those strays at bay. When I hit Kansas, I'm gonna quit, throw down my rope and rest a bit. Till then I sing this trailhand lay, come ride and sing away. Come a tie, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Come a tie, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. We're riding up the trail with the longhorn dusty sway. Come a tie, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Come a tie, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Come a tie, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. We're riding up the trail with the longhorns dusty sway. Come a tie, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay.
Old Dan's boots are worn to thread, his coat is torn with the rain. He's walked these ridges many a year and knows each hollow's name. He sets his pack beside the fire and warms his hands again and sings that lonesome strain. Fare you well to the riverbed, fare you well to the cane. If I ever see those fields again, I'll not go roam in vain. He loved a girl in the springtime fair, she promised him her hand, but fortune called him down the road to work another land. By autumn's chill the letter came, she'd wed a prouder man, and Dan went on again. He traded mules in county towns and played a fiddle tune. He slept beneath the wagon sheet and dreamed of her by moon. The jaybird mocked at break of day, the fox ran through the cane, and Dan sang out his pain. If ever I get home, says he, to where the redbuds grow, I'll lay my burdens by the gate and let the wild wind blow. Till then I'll keep this traveler song to mark the miles I've known. A man can't live on stone. Fare you well to the river bend, fare you well to the cane. I'll not go roam in vain. Grandmother sat beside the fire when midnight winds did moan. Come hush your grieving children dear and let the tale be known. For Polly Vaughn went out alone beneath the hawthorn tree, and from that night our warning be. Hush, hush, says grandmother, mind what the elders say. Never lose an arrow in the falling dark of day. Hear the wild goose calling where the white shawl seem to be, lest love be lost by jealousy. A hunter lad with bow in hand came stealing through the glen. He saw a white shape in the dusk and leveled true as then. But when the boughs were parted wide, his heart like stone did fall. 'Twas Polly's cloak and none at all. They took the lad to Judgment Hall to answer for the deed. He swore by heaven and by earth he never meant such bleed. Then Polly's ghost in moonlight came and bade the court to see. My love is clear of guilt, said she. So mark it well, you roving boys and girls that wander late. Trust not the glimmer of the dusk, nor envy stinging fate. Come home by bell and candles light when shadows crowd the lea. That's grandmother's decree. Hush, hush, says grandmother, mind what the elders say. Never lose an arrow in the falling dark of day. Hear the wild goose calling where the white shawl seem to be, and keep your hearts from jealousy. Hush, hush, says grandmother, mind what the elders say. Never lose an arrow in the falling dark of day. Hear the wild goose calling where the white shawl seem to be, and keep your hearts from jealousy. Formed a social club that beat the town for style, and hired for a meeting hall, a theater down the aisle. He decked the room with flags and flowers, guests would come along, and Casey with his sweetheart led the dancers with a song. Casey would waltz with a strawberry blonde, and the band played on. He'd glide round the floor with the girl he adored, and the band played on. He'd waltz till the curfew had sounded good night, with a smile and a sigh and a heart feeling light. He ne'er left the girl with the strawberry curls, and the band played on. They'd promenade the ballroom till the candles
was all burned low. In case he vowed to fortune, he would set his name aglow. But still he loved his strawberry girl and kept the music strong. For every time they circled, all the crowd would sing along. Casey would waltz with a strawberry blonde. Casey would waltz with a strawberry blonde. The old gray goose is sailing public domain. Soon no style, a bluegrass children's game song. Male of O plus gang, response game. Follow, cried the gosling, man the wait for we. Old gray goose, sailing on the sea. She skimmed by the cattails, she drifted by the shore, turned with the current and sailed a little more. Sun on the water like a golden key. Old gray goose, sailing on the sea. When the red sun settled and the first star shone, home to the farmyard the geese all flown. Nest in the straw where the little ones be. Old gray goose, sailing on the sea. Old gray goose, sailing on the sea. Old gray goose, sailing, come along and sail with me. Feather to the breeze and a honk so free. Old gray goose, sailing on the sea. Old gray goose is sailing on the sea. Old gray goose is sailing, come along and sail with me.
Where the carrion crow sat on an oak, for the riddle or delay, watching a farmer mending yoke. With the hay down, dairy down, dairy down, dairy down, do. Well, hey ho, the carrion crow, dairy down, dairy down, dairy down, do. Hey ho, the carrion crow, dairy down, do. Says crow, that lamb shall be my own, for the riddle o' delay. The farmer's wife came out alone with a hay down, dairy down, day. She scared that roguey bird from home. Now keep your chicks and lambs from harm, for the riddle o' delay. Put up a scarecrow by the barn with a hay down, dairy down, day, and sing that chorus one. Hi-ho, the carrion crow, dairy down, do-yo. Hi-ho, the carrion crow, dairy down, oh.
market day, I met the finest ram, sir, that ever was fed on hay. And indeed, my lad, it's true, my lad, I never shall forget, my lad, the ram, ram, ram of Derby. With his horns that reached to Nottingham, his tail to Tipton town, it took 100 butcher's boys to carry his hide around. The wool upon his back, sir, it filled the forest wide. The fleece would make a blanket for all the countryside. And indeed, my lad, it's true, my lad, I'll tell no lie to thee, my lad, about that ram of Derby. Folks came far and near. They ate and drank and sang all night and finished off the beer. And when the bones were picked, my lad, they built a bridge of same, my lad, across the river Derby. With his horns that reached to Nottingham, his tail to Tipton town, it took 100 butcher's boys to carry his hide around. Oh, the wool upon his back, sir, it filled the forest wide. The fleece would make a blanket for all the countryside. And indeed, my lad, it's true, my lad, I'll tell no lie to thee, my lad, about that ram of Derby. Heave-ho, steady as she goes, haul away, boys, haul away slow.
Yo heave-ho, yo heave-ho.
Bend to the line and keep her true.
Hold fast,
easy now. The farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell.
hi-ho, the dairy-o.
The farmer in the dell, the farmer takes a wife.
Hi-ho, the dairy-o.
The farmer takes a wife. The wife takes a child.
Hi-ho, the dairy-o.
The wife takes a child.
Hi-ho, the dairy-o.
The child takes a nurse.
Hi-ho, the dairy-o.
The child takes a nurse. The nurse takes a cow.
Hi-ho, the dairy-o.
The nurse takes a cow.
Hi-ho, the dairy-o.
The dog takes a cat.
The cat takes a rat.
The rat takes the cheese stands alone.
Hi-ho, the dairy-o.
The cheese stands alone. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the cheese stands alone. Heave-ho, steady as she goes, haul away, boys, haul away slow.
Yo heave-ho, yo heave-ho.
Bend to the line and keep her true.
Hold fast,
Easy now. The fox went out on a chilly night. He prayed for the moon to give him light, for he'd many a mile to go that night before he reached the town, oh, town, oh, town, oh. Many a mile to the town, oh, for he'd many a mile to go that night before he reached the town, oh. He ran till he came to the farmer's pen. The ducks and the geese were kept therein. Of a notion to take a couple of them and carry them home to the young ones. He grabbed the great goose by the neck, threw a duck across his back. He didn't mind the quack, 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 or the legs all a-dangling down, oh. Old Mother Flipper Flapper jumped out of bed. Out of the window she popped her head. John, 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 she cried, the fox has gone to the town, oh. Town, oh, town, oh. Many a mile to the town, oh, for he'd many a mile to go that night before he reached the town, oh.
If Froggy would a woo and go,
Hi-ho, says Rolly,
whether his mother would let him or no,
with a roly-poly, gammon and spinach. Hi-ho, says Anthony Rolly.
he pulled on his coat and his opera hat.
Hi-ho, says Rolly,
On the road he met with a court and rat,
with a roly-poly, gammon and spinach. Hi-ho, says Anthony Rolly.
They came to Miss Mousie's parlor door.
Hi-ho, says Rolly,
Pray, Mr. Frog, will you sing one more?
with a roly-poly, gammon and spinach. Hi-ho, says Anthony Rolly.
But Puss and her kittens came tumbling in.
Hi-ho, says Rolly,
Froggy took his leave with a dreadful din,
with a roly-poly, gammon and spinach. Hi-ho, says Anthony Rolly.
If Froggy would a woo and go,
Hi-ho, says Rolly.
hi-ho, says Anthony Rolly. A Froggy would a woo and go.
Hi-ho, says Rolly.
There was a jolly miller once lived by the river deep. He worked and sang from morn to night, oh lark more blithe than he. And this the burden of his song forever used to be. I care for nobody, no not I, if nobody cares for me. I care for nobody, no not I, if nobody cares for me. With wheel and water running by, he sang right merrily. I live by my mill, God bless her, she's kinder child and wife. I would not change my station for any other life. No lawyer, lord, nor learned clerk would take this song from me. I care for nobody, no not I, if nobody cares for me. For all who bring their grist and ask no more but right. I eat the bread I earn by day and sleep in peace at night. And if the world should frown on me, I'll sing as cheerfully. I care for nobody, no not I, if nobody cares for me. The king himself once passed this way and smiled to hear my song. Good miller, keep thy merry heart and may thy days be long. So still I set my wheel to turn and hum the old refrain. I care for nobody, no not I, and start the chorus again. I care for nobody, no not I, if nobody cares for me. With wheel and water running by, I sing right merrily. Old Cheaper did a hunt and go, and under his cloak he carried a bow, all for to shoot at a merry little doe among the leaves so green. For it's hey down, ho down, derry, derry down among the leaves so green. Oh, it's a sport for the Lord to chase in the wood among the leaves so green. Oh, shot at he missed, and the second doe he trimmed her list. The third doe ran and away she whisked among the leaves so green, oh. The keeper blew his horn so shrill, the hounds they answered from the hill. Home they trot through the fern and rim among the leaves so green, oh.
Hey down, ho down, derry derry down. Hey down, ho down, derry derry down. Hey down, ho down, derry derry down. Hey down, ho down, derry derry down.
When I was bound apprentice in famous Lincolnshire, full well I served my master for more than 7 years, till I took up to poaching, as you shall quickly hear. 'Tis my delight on a shining night in the season of the year. 'Tis my delight on a shining night in the season of the year. 'Tis my delight on a shining night in the season of the year. As me and my companions were setting up a snare, the gamekeeper was watching us. For him we didn't care, for we can wrestle, fight and run, my boys, and jump or anywhere. 'Tis my delight on a shining night in the season of the year. Went out one summer's night to catch some game. 'Twas our intent, for to steal is our delight. Our guns were primed and ready, and the game it flew so clear. 'Tis my delight on a shining night in the season of the year. 'Tis my delight on a shining night in the season of the year. 'Tis my delight on a shining night in the season of the year.
Seedy now while holding down my claim, and my victuals are not always served the best, and the mice play slyly round me as I settle down to rest in my little old side shanty on the claim. The little old side shanty on the claim. The little old side shanty on the claim, where the roof lets in the sunshine and it also sheds the rain, in my little old side shanty on the claim. The hinges are of leather and the windows have no glass, while the board roof lets the howling blizzard in. You'd think the devil had a mortgage on this little house of grass, but I'm happy in my shanty on the claim. Still I'll stick it out till harvest, and I'll gather in the grain. Then I'll buy a frame house painted bright and new, but I'll never quite forget the nights I listened to the rain on my little old side shanty on the claim. The little old side shanty on the claim. The little old side shanty on the claim,
sunshine, and it also sheds the rain in my little old sod shanty on the claim.
There was a jolly miller once, lived on the river deep. He worked and sang from morn till night, no lark more blithe than he. I care for nobody, no, not I, if nobody cares for me, sang the jolly miller of Dee. The king himself in person came to taste the miller's cheer. He ate the brown bread at the door and drank the home-brewed beer. Thy honest fare, the monarch smiled, puts courtly feast to shame, sang the jolly miller the same. A toast to every man that works with hand and heart, who keeps his wheel a-turning still and gladly takes his part. I care for nobody, no, not I, if nobody cares for me, sang the jolly miller of Dee. For nobody, no, not I.
Tis of a brisk young sailor lad, come lately up from sea. I courted a comely maiden, and she smiled on me. We rambled through the markets and the alleys up and down, to see the rigs, the merry rigs of London town. The rigs, the rigs, the rigs of London town. The bright lamps blaze and the coaches rumble down, with a laugh and a kiss and a ribbon for her gown. We roam the rigs of London town. We bargained at a bonnet shop, we danced at Holborn Bar, we tasted hot plum cake and we sang to my guitar. She vowed she'd be my bonny bride in satin, silk or brown, if I would stay in London town. But sailors must to sea again when capstans start to round. I kissed her at the river stairs where barges crowd and sound. Keep faith till I return, said I, and never cast me down, for love outshines the rigs of town. The rigs, the rigs, the rigs of London town. The bright lamps blaze and the coaches rumble down, with a laugh and a kiss and a ribbon for her gown. We roam the rigs of London town. rigs of London town. The bright lamps blaze and the coaches rumble down. The rigs, the rigs, the rigs of London town. The bright lamps blaze and the coaches rumble down.
What running that, boy? A is the anchor that holds a bold ship. B is the bowsprit that often will dip. C is the capstan we merrily win. D are the davits the boat hangs behind. Sing high, sing low, wherever we go. Give a sailor his taught and there's nothing goes wrong. Sing high, sing low, wherever we go. We'll sing the sailor's alphabet song. E is the ensign that flies at our peak. F is the forecastle where idlers will sneak. G is the gangway we tumble along. H are the halyards we haul with a song. I are the idlers that don't go aloft. J are the jibs that'll belly in soft. K is the keel running true neath our feet. L are the lanyards we parcel and beat. M is the mainmast that shoulders the sky. N is the needle that never tells lie. O are the oars when the wind falls away. P are the pumps that we man night and day. Q is the quarterdeck where officers be. R is the rigging that patterns the sea. S is the starboard and T is the gallant. U for the uniform, V for the bangs valiant. W is the wheel where we answer the bell. X marks no letter we use very well. Y are the yards where the reef points we tie. Z is the zinc that keeps weed off the side. Sing high, sing low, wherever we go. Give a sailor his taught and there's nothing goes wrong. Sing high, sing low, wherever we go. We'll sing the sailor's alphabet song. Sing high, sing low, wherever we go. Give a sailor his taught and there's nothing goes wrong. Sing high, sing low, wherever we go. We'll sing the sailor's alphabet song. With a whim wham waddle-o, strim stram straddle-o, bubble-o, pretty boy over the brow. Get along home now, go. Well, I am home now, go. When I was a little boy, I lived by myself. Kept a pet penny on the pantry shelf. Sold my penny, bought a pup. Pup ran off when the sun came up. Sold that notion, bought me a hen. Hen laid eggs for the working men. Swapped the hen for a speckled sow. So broke fence and I don't know how. Sold the sow and I bought a cow. Tried to milk her, didn't know how. Traded cow for a sorrel mare. Mare threw me clean in the county fair. Swapped that mare for a fiddle and bow. Now I got music wherever I go. Best trade yet for the tune says so. Kick off the course and away we go. With a whim wham waddle-o, strim stram straddle-o, bubble-o, pretty boy over the brow. Get along home now, go. And away we eyes like the morning star, cheeks like a rose. Laura was a pretty girl, God Almighty knows. I ride and I wander where the prairie winds wail, all along the Colorado Trail. Weep, little rain, wail, winds wail, all along the Colorado Trail. Weep, little rain, wail, winds wail, all along the Colorado Trail. Got a weary pony and a saddle old and brown. Coyote on the ridges, stars are looking down. I sing to keep from sleeping and I sing to tell my tale, riding on the Colorado Trail. If ever I see Laura by the cottonwood shade, I'll lay my bridle down where the cool water plays. Till then I follow moonlight like a silver drifting veil, drifting on the Colorado Trail. Weep, little rain, wail, winds wail, all along the Colorado Trail. Weep, little rain, wail, winds wail, all along the Colorado Trail. Bachelors all, it's cheerful and free. No rent to pay for babies, no scolding wife for me. A pipe and a jug and a fiddle by the wall. Here's luck to the lads in Bachelors Hall. When I was a young man, I courted full many, the brown and the blue-eyed, the sober and the canny. But wedlock's a halter that chafes most of all, so I kept my way to Bachelors Hall. If I had a wife, she'd be crying for money. She'd frown at me dancing and say my jokes ain't funny. She'd bid me stay home when the fiddles do call, so I'll sing tonight at Bachelors Hall. The cup, boys, and pass it around. We'll toast all the sweethearts in country and town. If ever I tire of my liberty's thrall, you'll find my chair empty at Bachelors Hall. Oh, Bachelors Hall, it's cheerful and free. No rent to pay for babies, no scolding wife for me. A pipe and a jug and a fiddle by the wall. Here's luck to the lads in Bachelors Hall. I met a little girl in Knoxville, a town we all know well, and every Sunday evening out in her home I dwell. We went to take an evening walk about a mile from town. I picked a stick up off the ground and knocked that fair girl down. Fell down on her bended knees, for mercy she did cry. Oh Willie dear, don't kill me here, I'm unprepared to die. She never spoke another word, I only beat her